back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, hold on.
What's up, Lite Nation?
What's
up,
Lite
guys?
Nation?
Hola, Lite Nation.
So,
Hola.
we are officially in Colorado. Our adventures along the eastern half of the United States are over with. Thank God. As you can see, though, I am in a hoodie. Although it's actually kind of toasty right now.
It's actually pretty toasty.
We are several thousand feet higher in elevation because Luna and Marlon have never wheeled in Colorado.
They've driven through it once or twice, but just along the interstate.
Like high 70,
And
that's it.
We're like, okay, we got it. We got
to stop, yeah.
So off-roading chill, we told them on our way home, we had to stop in Colorado, and we're gonna be doing multiple trails. And first off, we're going straight to one of our favorite iconic trails. This is nostalgic for Kevin and I, is Holy Cross. We're literally at the trailhead. They have no idea what to expect. And as you've noticed, we have Plan B, our Pro Runner APG Bronco with us. And Luna has her Jeep, her two-door JL on 42-inch sticky
Real
trapdoors. It is a competition of sorts. Now it's not
Wait a
really
minute.
Bronco. I know, they have no idea what's about to happen. So
Me neither.
yeah.
Brittany's making shit up.
So
I'm just making it up as I go.
Tell us.
Okay, so this isn't exactly a Bronco versus Jeep video because we already know that a Ford Bronco will do everything better than a Jeep except for extreme rock crawling. Jeeps excel.
And we're
solid
we're
axle
going on
excels.
an extreme trail, like
But this-
online on
yeah.
OnX, and when you get on there and any of it says extreme trail. Yeah.
Jeep
Holy-
Badge of Honor is 7 to 10 rated this trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy Cross is not a trail to laugh at. It has some pretty extreme obstacles. We've done it quite a few times in the Stepchild. There's one obstacle on this. The Stepchild has actually never made it up, and I want to see if you can do it. Because
Bronco won't.
Your
The
pressure's
the
on.
Bronco won't. But your wheelbase might let
Your
you.
wheelbase and your stickies.
Okay.
I haven't done it on stickies.
And Brite is going to be taking every single bypass.
Oh, we'll see.
So today, it's basically just to see how well the Bronco Pro Runner can keep up with a fully built Jeep JL on 42-inch tires.
JK. Hers is a JK.
JK, sorry, yours is a JK, that's
So
correct.
if you think about it, this Bronco has everything you can do to it minus portals. Her Jeep
And an engine swap.
Her Jeep has everything you can do to it minus portals. Like,
But it does have an engine swap.
But it does have an engine swap. So engine swaps aside, there's no more you're doing to either one of these vehicles, either one of these platforms.
Without doing like a full juggy
Whatever.
Bronco
No,
buggy.
for
Like,
keeping them
yeah.
road vehicles.
Where hers isn't roadworthy because of the trapdoors.
It'll still drive down the road at 60.
I mean, for a few
Ish.
miles,
I
and then
could
you won't
do
have any
80.
tire left.
I can't do 80. My hand
Good.
feels
Yeah,
awful,
but-
but I could do 80.
Yeah, but she's a competition sticky tire. We're on DOTs. So this is like, yeah, it's a very interesting.
Same,
but
but
way
different.
Like this, I could drive across the country, cruise control 80 miles an hour. But
I
can it do this
have
trail?
no cruise
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
My steering wheel comes off.
So today's honestly just fun. It's the most important thing is just to show them what wheeling in Colorado is all about because Luna's never done it and she loves the East Coast, and I think we can convert her with these Colorado trails to a West Coast off-road loving off-roader. But it's also just to see how well the Bronco does alongside Luna's Jeep. Now, for those of you that are new to our channel and may not have seen any of our Holy Cross videos before, like right at the beginning, they give you kind of an idea of what you need. And honestly, this is outdated. Can you do this in 33-inch tires? Maybe,
Get a two-door.
but you're gonna struggle quite a bit and you gotta know what you're doing. And the signs just get better as we go up. And then once you finally get to the first actual obstacle of the trail, you come across this sign, which is a pretty solid and very clear warning. This is where all of the obstacles actually start and you go from moderate to difficult. This is where all your mechanical damage, we've seen people break on this specific obstacle. We never have. For the Stepchild, we've always managed up this pretty well. Luna should have no problem. I think this will do pretty well as well. So we're gonna try this section here. So we've seen people break on this, but a lot of times it's when it's very wet So you have to use kind of more speed because you don't have a lot of traction. These rocks get really slippery when it's wet. But when it's dry, it shouldn't have any problem whatsoever. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, back down and go up by the tree then. That was way too easy. We're gonna try the harder line. So the question here is gonna be, do we have the breakover angle? Little tire lift, you're good though. You're still stable. There you go, front tire's climbing. Perfect, yep. Oh, don't go into the tree. Just go slow, see if it climbs. If not, you're gonna have to come a little more back up and come back further this way. No. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Maybe. Yeah, keep coming. There you go, yep, yep, yep. Keep going. Just work her a little bit. Your rear tire, your right rear is up. But you're hung up a little bit on your lower long arms. There you go, yep. Just keep working it. Yep, 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 yep. She's gonna slide a little towards the tree, but you're good. Yahoo!
Yeah, if you guys don't believe it, like, this can be difficult, especially when
when it's wet.
or if there's any snow on the ground. Obviously, this gets crazy. And there's a winch point right here.
They literally have a winch point
Yeah.
for
But
this obstacle.
I will say that the biggest deal with the Bronco for me is that it's so new and nice, and I'm trying not to damage any or scratch or nick or. That's like the most stressful part. Like if it was.
It's body specifically. We're doing our best to not get body damage for fear of me putting Kevin on the couch for the next 2 months.
Or even like the paint. Like the stepchild, I'd never want to damage it, but if I like slide off and I crush a fender, oh well.
Oh well.
If this I slide off and crush a fender, it's.
But it's
I
not
have
stopping
anxiety
us
just
from
doing
doing rad shit.
No, I'm gonna try.
Now Luna should have honestly no problem with this whatsoever. Yep. Perfect. Her laugh.
Success!
Now, one thing that I feel like we have to mention because it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Lifting a tire off the ground isn't a big deal.
It's not.
It really isn't, especially in this rig because it's so wide. The wheelbase is fantastic. It's a 4-door. It's extremely stable even with a tire off the ground.
Right, when with that tire off the ground, of course, that means that the tire's not putting any traction down. Like there's, it's not helping anything.
But that's why you have lockers.
Yeah, but the other tire has, that means if that tire's off the ground, that means all the pressure's on the other tire anyway. And that's the one doing it. Now, when I start lifting a tire in my Jeep, like that has all that articulation, or if she's lifting tire in her buggy, then it's kind of time to worry.
We're getting scared because that means you're already close to your limit.
Yeah, you're close to your limit. We're
This will lift tire well before it reaches a tipping point.
Right.
Which is, it's just an IFS thing. It's the way the geometry works. It's the way suspension works. It has less articulation, but that doesn't mean that it has necessarily less of a tipping point. It just depends on what your suspension setup is like.
Yeah,
but this thing is extremely stable even when a tire is off the ground.
It might look outside like, oh no, it's like pull the tire and it's teetering. In here, you're flat.
He didn't even know. I was like, oh, your tire was off the ground. He was like, really?
Yeah, you don't, with a well set up vehicle, you don't even know.
Until you're close to that tipping point.
Until you really feel it going, which maybe it'll happen quicker. Like haven't been to that point. Maybe the downside is maybe it's fine, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I don't know yet, but I do know that
thus far we have not gotten even close to that on this rig.
Right in here.
All right, so we're at the next obstacle, but real quick before we start. Okay, so we've decided that we're gonna do a quick point system, but you gotta hear us out. Hear us out.
Yeah. So because I'm going way faster than you on the trail, like the Bronco can go way faster than your Jeep, it's plus 10 points.
Yep.
Right, so we get 10
Wow,
points.
not even 1
And
point.
then-
10
plus 10
points.
points.
Hold on.
Hold on, listen.
And then because our Bronco is way more comfortable and like nobody wants to ride in your Jeep but you, like our Bronco is super comfortable, it's plus 10
Ooh.
points. But because your Jeep made that first obstacle look so easy, it's minus 10 points.
That was an obstacle.
Yeah, see, minus 10 points. See, since you didn't even know.
Thought we were
that's-
still in the driveway.
Right. So minus 10 points. So you're already down 30 points.
You're making it too easy.
Yeah, you're making it too easy. So the question is,
So right now the
did you-
Bronco's winning by 30 points.
Yeah, so do you think you maybe overbuilt your Jeep to the point where actual fun trails like this are almost like not fun anymore because you don't even know that you're doing obstacles?
I mean, yes and no. I see where you guys are coming from, but
That's
I'd
only a
rather-
half serious question, but half not serious because it's
I'd
something we get
rather
about the
have a
stepchild.
purpose-built vehicle. Like
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now, Marlon and I are building an XJ and a Comanche, and the Comanche is going to be more of an overland vehicle.
Yeah.
Do this kind of stuff, mild.
Yeah.
This is
and then-
overland? This is mild overland?
This is, yeah. That's what it feels like, at least.
I mean, this is mild overlanding for the stepchild until we get to Cleveland Rock. Then you're gonna have some fun.
And I'm going to live vicariously through you because I haven't made it, and I think you will. Especially with how dry it is. I'm hoping it's
might-
going to be dry, and you're just going to
Well, there's
you're
still
gonna
gonna
go up
be
it.
there's still gonna be water at the bottom,
Yeah,
but
but
Cleveland
it's-
Rock
Luna
is
has been
like the
reading
final
her
boss.
book, driving and reading her book. It's like,
if there are campsites next to the trail, that's overlanding. Like that's
That's all of Colorado because
That's everywhere.
I don't know. I'm just
Okay,
letting
you
you
know
guys
what?
know.
Wait till we get to
But
Grand
wait,
Junction.
the 10
Let's wait till we
point
get
thing, I'm fine with 5. 10 is obnoxious.
Well, 10's just easy. I can't do math well.
All right, so this is the next obstacle, and there's multiple lines you can take. The hardest one right here, we're gonna get Luna to do. We're gonna try to take the Bronco right next to it, which is the second hardest line. Nope. We were seeing if trail turn assist would help there. Actually, I mean, it kind of did something. I still feel like that's too easy of a line. I don't know, you're catching a little bit. You'd have to go a little more passenger. Not driver, passenger. Got 4-door life.
Belly down right now, but he's progressing slowly but surely.
Belly down right there.
Bump it.
You're not gonna unbelly from where you're at. Like at all. There you go. No, you're -10, we're at 20.
There is I'm at -10 because I can't go that fast.
You can straighten out now. Yep. There she goes.
So,
Perfect.
how many points was that?
5 points. We'll give that 5 points.
I agree. But if I take the hard line, then it's 15.
I'll give you, if you make it up the hard line, you'll get 6 points.
6 points? How did we go from 10 to 6?
Okay, you get 10 points if you go up the hard line.
A successfully done line is 10 points.
Okay.
If you struggle bus on it, it's 5.
Okay.
Struggle bust on it.
All right, so if you struggle, you make it, but you struggle bus on the hard line, you only get 5.
Then it would be 10.
All right, so Kevin went up here, driver tire on here, and went up that way. We're gonna try to get Luna up this way. She's a 2-door, her breakover angle hopefully will let her make that line there. So this is the line we've done before in the stepchild, but it was an absolute struggle in the stepchild because it's a 4-door and the breakover angle is horrific compared to a 2-door. You can see,
I plan it over there?
yeah, you're good. You're perfect. You can see even Luna's kind of on belly right here. Woo! Easy peasy. A 2-door life. So normally we're the school bus because we have all the 4 doors, right? And Luna likes to call us the school bus, but that means we generally also carry snacks.
The minivan.
Okay.
Gladiators are school buses.
Normally, we also carry the snacks and stuff, but this time Luna and Marlon brought the snacks. Look at that. We're so prepared. So what's crazy is, though, this is the least amount of water, like this is the driest that we have ever wheeled Holy Cross. There's always, like this is the creek crossing, and it is dry. It's empty. Look, there's like a little bit of water and then like nothing. Usually this thing is flowing and it's full. Like we've been on here a couple times where it's like reached nearly the top of our 40-inch tires. So this is, I don't know, maybe it's because this is also the latest in the year we've ever been here. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm picking my way across. Kevin's like, get out of my way, God. But I will say this is making some of these obstacles quite a bit easier, because usually it's a lot more wet, and when these rocks get wet, they get really slick, just like out in the East Coast. And then things get a little trickier, but not too bad today, like at all. It's only a few inches deep. So this is the creek crossing. Not much of a creek today, but this is the creek crossing on Holy Cross. Oh yeah! A little control arm, keep going, you're good. Solid. Well, I got two things to say then. First off, have rear bumper, way better than the factory Bronco rear bumper, which absolutely sucks. Second off, I'm actually really glad that we brought just the Bronco instead of the stepchild. Again, if you're wondering why I'm not driving, because I'm filming, and Kevin is, he's actually gotten much better at filming. The issue is he tends to film about 5 times as much in terms of footage that I do, and it makes my job a lot harder when it comes to editing and going through the footage and stuff like that. But I'm glad we brought the Bronco, because it's making, the stepchild would have walked through all of this just like Luna's doing. The Bronco, it's a little more fun, a little bit more of a challenge, but clearly it is doing it all, and it's doing it all with relative ease.
Made her Jeep way too capable, and now she can't even have fun.
Pot calling the kettle black.
The stepchild would have walked just as built, if not more.
Yeah, the stepchild would have walked through this just as easily.
I know, but I'd be actually like laughing and having fun.
She's having fun, but don't worry.
I'm feeling a little spicy.
Lemon pepper?
Yeah.
We're saving Cleveland Rock for you, don't worry. Now as far as points go, one, you can see I lost my hoodie. It got hot. We have air conditioned seats in the Bronco, so plus 10 points.
Oh, the catskins, yeah.
I have air conditioning.
Conditioning, but not
Conditioning
seats.
These Bronco people, I'm telling you, you guys.
My Jeep has it too. It's okay.
Okay,
These
and
bougie people.
Bougie,
All right?
for sure. All right,
Defend me in the comments.
so
I know you guys got my back.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you 20 points for taking the hard line down there and almost doing a 360 and rolling, which you didn't do. So
okay, that's fair.
Plus 20 points for that, and then.
So I was at 10 plus 20, now I'm 30?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're still winning though, I think.
I think this is rigged.
Where's that box? Hold on.
I have the snack, so that has to be points.
I think that's what he's looking for.
Well, wait, why are they? Hold on. Whoa. Wait a second. Hold on.
That is the perk of having the snacks. Is you get to eat.
Plus 100 points, but they're opened. Why are they opened already, Luna?
Marlon ate one.
Minus 95 points.
Minus 95 points.
What? This is an unfair. This is rigged, guys. This is rigged. It's like the Olympics.
I was giving you a plus 100. Bronco people, what I have found is that
I killed a mosquito.
The biggest mosquito. Good job, bitch. What I found is that the mud mode is the best mode for rock crawling.
Remember, this APG Bronco build used to be a Wildtrak, so it does not have rock crawling mode. Now, you can go in with forescan and add rock crawling mode to it. However, we went to do just that, and Kevin kind of discovered something.
I went into forescan, I was going to program rock crawl mode, but it tells you what all the modes do to all of the electronics in the system,
Yep.
the steering, the throttle, the traction control.
Like how that mode affects those things.
Right. Rock crawl mode actually puts the steering in hard, because there's soft, there's medium, and then there's like hard.
Soft, normal, and hard,
So,
basically.
Yeah. Well.
And hard means that it takes away all of your assist, or most of your assist. So it makes it harder to steer. When you're rock crawling, you want more steering assist. Think about a Jeep. You put on hydro assist and stuff like that. It's because you need more steering assist. And on top of that, this thing doesn't make anywhere near enough power for you to be limiting the throttle when you're rock crawling. So it limiting the throttle also kind of sucks for this rock crawling mode. Part of me wants to think, like, what the hell was Ford thinking? But from factory, maybe they're trying to save themselves. They know that the steering is their weakest link, right, in a Bronco. So maybe they're making a less assist in the steering to minimize the odds of you breaking it.
While you're rock crawling.
While you're rock crawling. But then why not just make your steering better? Why not make your steering stronger?
So what I've come up with is, in mud mode, you get normal throttle.
Yep.
You get soft steering, which is max assist in steering. And I think the transmission is in normal or soft mode, but it doesn't really matter, but it does hold the gear. So I have more throttle and more steering assist in mud mode. And when you go, it will put you in 4 high and like lock the rear. You just go into 4 low and it turns the advanced track off automatically, and just puts you in exactly where I want to be.
So if you have a Bronco, whether or not you have rock crawling mode, if you're rock crawling, mud mode is actually kind of a better option when it comes to your drive modes, simply because it gives you all the things you need. Now keep in mind though, again, maybe you need to modify your Bronco to make sure that all of those weak points that Ford is trying to avoid breaking won't break, right? Now at this point, we have officially made it to Cleveland Rock. We're not even gonna try in the Bronco. For those of you who have watched our channel for a long time, this is kind of like the stepchild, our Jeep's arch nemesis, because we've never once been able to make it up to Cleveland Rock. Now granted, every time we have attempted it, I don't think it has ever not rained or sleeted on us by the time we made it to Cleveland Rock. So it's always absolutely just drenched. On top of that, the stepchild is a 4-door JL on 40s. Luna's is a 2-door JK on 42-inch Trepadors, which are also a stickier tire than the Trail Grappler K-Specs that we have on ours, which are more of a race compound. So if anyone stands a chance to make it up this, it's gonna be that rig right there. Although it is a stunning day today, there is still water at the base of this. So once she gets into this, and it depends which line she wants to take. She wants to take the tree line, this middle line, which this one's a woohoo, and then there's this off camber line, which this is kind of the easiest line up, but it feels awful. Marlon's over here caveman style, trying to dig channels to divert the water. All right, Luna, Marlon, thoughts. Initial thoughts of Cleveland Rock.
Initial thoughts
I
is
think I totally make it.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but guys, I always say the obstacles that look like there's nothing to it are really dangerous because people overestimate their rig and their skill and they run out of talent and flop. And we didn't come here for that. So I definitely think that I can make this side up no problem, but my wheelbase, I'm only 112, and where it helps me sometimes, it does hinder me other times, and I think that as soon as I get my front tires over these 2 rocks, I'm not gonna have enough wheelbase to get me over.
Yeah,
and I
but
do
you
not
have the breakeover angle. I can't
least
make
more
it
than we
because
do.
I belly out.
Yeah.
We belly out hard on those rocks trying to get up that route.
I think you can come in with 1 tire up there, 1 tire here, start to climb and then turn.
Basically
Up it.
climb up and
so
then
that way,
cut down.
your driver tire here, your passenger tire climbed up there, so that way your right rear starts to climb that. Now, if it misses and starts to go in the hole, you're gonna get tippy, but you just don't give it. You know what I mean? So we need your right rear to grab.
There is a big hole right there.
Yeah.
You can't see it because of the water, but it's a good size. And weirdly enough, Marlon's tactic here, our rock just disappeared.
Right.
But it's actually working. It's gone down a couple inches. Kevin in this Jeep is reference for how tall these rocks are.
can't see you.
You need to go higher, she can't see you.
Yeah, you look good.
So the goal is that tire
rock where it'll pull you, but you're just climbing. Yeah, I don't think so. You can see she's in a really good position, but the rock slider, it's almost like if she didn't have a rock slider, she would maybe make it.
But the rock slider's also like,
Yeah, but that's like how silly this is. If she was a little bit taller, maybe she makes it. She didn't have a rock slider, but she's just on her slider. She can't really, we're getting attacked by mosquitoes. Sorry if I'm like, that ant's my pants.
all right, so we're giving up on this line just because she's already so hard into that slider that we're not really sure that's even a thing. This is, I've personally never seen anything but a bugger make it up this line. So we're gonna try this line over here. We need to rear end a little bit more this way because that rock right there is basically catching up on her dick. If there's one thing Luna doesn't like, it's being off camber. That is like her. She goes, I don't like it.
So as it starts coming up, go back past.
Slow. And back passenger. No. Yeah. Anyways, definitely keep your winch remote somewhere easy to grab when you're in a bad situation. Like, you shouldn't have to get out of your vehicle or reach back or unbuckle or get out of your seat to get your winch remote. Always have it handy. Also, word of advice, always have a soft shackle handy as well. We always have one usually on our bars up here, and we have another one usually down where our shifters are. That way we have everything right within reach if you ever need it. So what we're gonna do is we're actually going to, there is a winch point at the top of Cleveland Rock, specifically for this reason, because it's a really hard obstacle. So we're gonna winch her just to keep our front end down. She's gonna drive to slide her rear end over, and then she can drive up from there. Then we'll probably have her drive back down and let her do this tree obstacle, this far right line from that point. Keep that winch pulled in, yep, you're good. Yep. Hard winch, you're good. Just go, have her go all the way up.
Yeah, then back down and then drive.
Yeah. All right, so Kevin's gonna have her back down just a little bit, basically where both rear tires, she's lined up, she's ready to go. We're gonna keep the winch hooked up. We're just curious to see if the tires can climb this when she's lined up, the rear end settled, etc. And she's not like super off camber. We're just curious to see if the tires can climb. Winch it.
You're safe, the winch has got you.
Luna's like, I don't think it's gonna do it. It's still off camber that way now.
Yeah. Facing more the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Should I pull on the winch a little bit?
No, you're
I don't like this.
good, you're good.
Why am I the guinea pig?
With the assist of a little winch just to get lined up. The tires still did it though. That's hey. All right, so we're backing back down now with the assist of the winch. So essentially we just had her back exactly straight off from where she was. And we're gonna see if now she can drive straight on at that line, how it is. We're gonna see if it works. We're gonna see if we can do it without the winch now. So she's not winching in. Kevin's just gonna hold it. Kevin's just gonna hold it to keep it out of her way. And we're gonna see what happens. See, I told you, keep going. And then we're dipped out. We're in the dip. She's on her rear dip. So that's what I said. Idealistically, obviously, the exact way you back down should be the exact way you can go up it. However, these rocks are slick, and climbing rocks that are slick is not the same thing, right? As you climb, slick rocks are just gonna put you wherever the heck they wanna put you. You don't really have a choice sometimes. We're just gonna keep trying. I was not filming, but holy
back? All you gotta do is back up, you're fine. Wait, don't move. Back up. Whoa. Stop, hold on. No.
Marlon, go wait on that backward tire. Let me film, Marlon. You go. Put weight on her right rear.
Don't give it any gas.
Marlon, you should not be there.
You shouldn't be there either.
I'm fine, right? If she flips, she's going that way, Marlon, not this way.
Okay, don't give it any gas. Just let it slowly back up.
Marlon, there you go. Perfect.
I just had to think about it. Sorry. You weren't going anywhere. That was
Hey.
amazing.
Good job. That was great throttle control. The moment you let off, the moment it was bad.
I just had to think about it because I was upside down trying. I'm like,
Good job. I like how for 1 minute though I filmed Marlon filming you before he came down.
Did anyone get that?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
turn right.
The initial tip, I don't think so.
Turn back.
Because she was just trying to line up to go back up. And so she was going up that right side just so she could go up and then back down and get her rear end back over. And so none of us were filming because she was just relining. Could you imagine? You have 4 YouTubers here. Could you imagine if that was like her first like big flop and not a single one of us got it on camera? As it goes to show, okay, remember I was complaining about Kevin earlier about how he films too much? Maybe there's something to that. I think at this point Luna is like, her heart is not in it. And Kevin's just holding it.
There we go.
That's it.
Okay. Yep.
I'm telling you.
No.
Don't do that. I'm telling you, man, this is it's a way harder trail than people think. Alright, she's laid off the winch a little bit. Watch the winch slack. These rocks are just ice. My vote is she backs off and does the tree. Because at this point she's winched halfway up the rock. Like she's just at where she was earlier. Like she's,
Alright.
I mean, we're kind of back where at this point she's gonna have to probably winch, but at this point she's already winched halfway up the rock. So I think back down and let's try the one I'm standing, this tree one here, and see how it does.
Yeah, that felt awful.
Yeah, look at that photo he took while you were
When I was screaming for my life.
screaming for help.
I mean, I wasn't screaming. I just wanted direction to get myself off of that position as quick as possible.
You didn't panic.
I did
I
not.
mean, internally you did, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Wait.
I was like, everything is awesome.
Yeah. But you
Everything is
didn't
awesome.
panic. You didn't panic throttle. You didn't panic brake. You didn't panic do any of the stuff that a lot of inexperienced drivers would have done. Would have caused them to flip. You handled that very well. The boys, not so much. Do as we say, not as we do. Don't do what Marlon did and climb on top of a rig that's this close to flipping. Although it helped a little bit with the weight, but still, don't do that.
Oh, it's gonna.
This final tree line.
I'll have
To say she made up one of the lines of Cleveland rock.
It's gonna go up the tree and then it's gonna fall off the tree.
There you go.
Back up, driver.
They were all so confident, like, oh, I know it'll walk right up this line. I remember trying this line in the step out, and despite the fact that we have a worse breakover angle and smaller tires, this line is not as easy as it looks either, because again, the traction is just not there.
These rocks are cut the opposite way of everything. It puts you where it wants. That's wild. Gonna have to back up again, driver.
Luna has said she's over it, and I don't blame her. That was a hell of a go, and she put herself in definitely a much nastier situation than we were ever able to try in the stepchild. So I'm proud of her.
You were right side up and upside down and left side right. And you went up at one time and
You gave it a hell of a go.
yeah.
I tried my best, and it just wasn't in the cards today. That's okay. That's okay. We don't got to keep hitting it. It's good.
I'm actually surprised you tried it all after you were.
I'm surprised you actually went back into it after that.
Because that was an accident. That wasn't like
Doing
it
the
did, exactly,
obstacle, yeah.
exactly. I was like, okay, well this was a fluke.
That was a whoopsie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go try it in the Bronco, but I really don't want to show her up today. Like,
I know the Bronco could do it,
yeah, like it.
but like Luna just went.
Wow, I should probably pay attention to the trail. That was a
Luna just went through so much that I wouldn't want to put her through more by taking the Bronco, like letting the Bronco walk up Cleveland Rock. So we're gonna bypass it for her sake. Okay, so for not almost flipping over, we get 5,000 points.
I mean,
What?
Fair, we didn't almost flip over.
But you
You
did
didn't
right.
even try it.
Okay, but I mean,
For
it's just-
trying it,
You
I get
get
10,000
Yes,
points.
yeah.
That's hilarious because we didn't tell her we were going to do that, but we
That's
we
what
were
I was
all
gonna
on
do,
the same-
yeah.
and it's not for trying it. Not for trying it.
For
For
almost
almost
flipping,
flipping
and then
going,
going-
back for seconds.
And then going, all right, I'm gonna still try again.
You get 10,000 points for that because that took bigger balls.
That was,
Because
yeah.
I thought your nerves were gonna be shot at that point. You're gonna be like, that's it, I'm done. That was close enough.
I wasn't doing great, but if you don't push yourself past that wall, I feel like I'm never going to improve as a driver.
Yeah, no,
So-
you did great. You did
That
great.
was
So
a good
so you had all this crap to say about how, oh, are we like in a mall parking lot just going over curbs? Were those even obstacles? And then you were
get to
kind of
Cleveland
then you
Rock.
get to Cleveland Rock and you find out why Holy Cross is Holy Cross.
Yeah, there's a lot of crosses up there
Yeah.
on Cleveland Rock.
Like it's just a fun. Now normally there would be probably 4 or 5 groups of 5 to 10 Jeeps, and you're passing each other, and so the trail takes all
Can
day.
take a lot longer,
Yeah,
a lot longer.
Like,
but
we literally just made it down in probably.
we
what,
only
30
encountered
minutes?
2
Yeah.
other rigs on the entire up and down time we were
It's
here.
pretty nice. So, but the thing with Colorado trails are people don't come here to do like crazy Tennessee obstacle stuff. People come
Although
here for the
those
nature,
exist. The
river,
hard
they
trails
sit,
exist.
They chat with people, like yeah, like
They take their time.
we're
Yeah.
gonna take you to those crazy extreme trails.
My rig, how it is now, it just isn't. Can I do these types of trails? Absolutely, but it's not comfortable. All the dust and everything, and like, I'm already at like less than half a tank of gas.
The Bronco is actually built extremely well.
Plan
for,
bypass here.
She keeps calling Plan B Plan Bypass.
I didn't hear a no.
And that's so
I didn't
funny.
hear a no.
I mean, but it did the trail.
It did.
I will say, and Holy Cross is not considered to be an easy trail by any
No.
means. Like for a rig
7
built
to
like
10.
that, yeah, for a rig built like that, of course. But for 99.9% of like Jeepers, it's
Yeah.
a pretty good hardy trail.
So here's the thing in Colorado is most people don't trailer their stuff around. So you've got to be able to drive from the Springs 4, 5, 6 hours here, do the trail, and then
Drive it back.
drive home.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
it is-
just, having a good time.
Yeah, no,
but
we are.
I
Yeah, yeah.
definitely,
I'm just-
have
well, I'm
a lot of
explaining to them.
respect
Yeah.
for, I mean, even it's just crazy. You weekend warrior type guys that come out here with your dailies, like I don't have a hat, but my hat's off to you.
And in
Yeah.
case you guys didn't realize, obviously the point system is just for fun and
Yeah, it
games.
was just
like
a-
these are 2 completely different rigs.
They have no business. Like,
Yeah.
we're together because we're friends.
Realistically, there's no
Having fun.
comparing the 2.
Yeah, no. There's-
But I will say the Bronco has thus far not successfully finished difficult
that's
Jeep
not
trails or
disappointed at
difficult
all.
off-roading trails.
Even you're like, oh, you're on your arm. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, it went. Like, or oh, you're on your dip. Oh, and it. So I mean, it's really. And yes, we know it's a lot of money, and it's on 40s, and it's built. But that's the thing is that it's one of the only ones being actually tested, and people are like, oh, you're gonna break this or bend that. Well,
so far so good.
So far so good. And the new tie rods. Oh, wait.
Wait, double check.
The new tie rods.
Good. So good. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
We have a whole week of Colorado.
And if you thought this trail was, it's not a big deal, just stay tuned. We have...
Should we just tell them?
No. Nope. You have to wait until next time.
If you guys want to see the stepchild in Colorado, please let us know in the comments. I need a rig that can keep up.
Don't worry, the stepchild's being traded in the next video for the Bronco because the Bronco has no business
being on the next trail.
So guys, stay tuned.
I'm scared.
As always, you can find all your Lite Brite Nation merch and decals at LiteBriteStudios.com. Guys, we love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Look, babe, no motorized vehicles, so you're gonna need to quit running your mouth. When we walk over on the other side.
Faster! He's like, this is fast to go. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah?
Give it a second.
Just give it a second. Wait.